Hey, thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll begin to explore items together from food to drinks and even entertainment. We will occasionally explore topics that may be difficult to digest, but this platform allows us to engage in discussions on any subject we deem relevant. Our goal is to approach each topic with the respect and consideration it deserves, ensuring thoughtful and comprehensive exploration. With that in mind, let's dive into the newest episode of Who Cares What Chris Thinks, hosted by yours truly, Chris. So we're going to look at the history of Monster, but just if you listen to the other podcast, the one we did before this one, so if you haven't checked it out yet, go back and listen to it. We really wanted to just talk about energy drinks, and I wanted to talk about Monster because I'm such a big fan. So that's what I started out to do. Well, when you start to research Monster and you see everything else that goes around outside of just Monster, it takes a while to get to where you need to go. So we did that original episode. This time, we're going to focus really on just Monster. So the Monster Beverage Corporation is an American beverage company that manufactures energy drinks, including Monster Energy, of course, Relentless, Reign, Burn, and Bang. The company was originally founded as Hanson's in 1935 in Southern California, originally selling juice products. The company renamed itself Monster Beverage in 2012. According to Statista, Monster Energy held a market share of approximately 30% in the United States energy drink market in 2023, placing it as the second leading energy drink brand behind Red Bull. This was a result in increased sales of Monster Energy drinks, Reign Total Body, Reign Storm Energy, Bang Energy, and Monster Tour Water. Monster Beverage sold around 347 million Monster Energy drinks in the U.S. in 2022. In 1 year, 347 million. It's unreal. Hanson's was founded in 1935. In the 1930s, Hubert Hanson and his three sons began selling juice to film studios and retailers in Southern California under the Hanson's name. In the 1970s, Tim Hanson, the grandson of Hubert, developed and marketed a variety of sodas and juices also under the Hanson's label. The company became Hanson's Juices and later the Fresh Juice Company of California. The plant that was opened in 1946 in LA and was used until operations were moved to a new plant in Azusa, California in 1993. The company filed for bankruptcy in 1988 and was acquired by the California Co-Packers Corporation and renamed Hanson Natural Company. In 1990, Hanson's went public with an initial public offering. In 97, Hanson's launched their first energy drink called Hanson's Energy. Very creative. In 1998, the company moved from Anaheim, California to Corona, California. On January 5th, 2012, after energy drinks had grown to the largest source of revenue, shareholders agreed to change the name of the company from Hanson's Natural to Monster Beverage Corporation under the new ticker of MNST, which is trading at $51.65 a share as we're recording this podcast. Shareholders also approved and increased the number of authorized shares of common stock to 240 million shares from 120 million shares. Just as a side note, in April of 2008, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration ruled products containing high fructose corn syrup could not be labeled natural. Shortly after, Hanson's Natural Corporation announced they had begun using cane sugar instead. In 2009, Hanson brand Monster Energy sent a cease and desist letter to Rock Art Brewery, demanding the microbrewery stop selling its Vermonster beer, drop its pursuit of federal trademark for the name, and pay Hanson's lawyer fees. This resulted in a boycott of all Hanson products by a few of the Vermont retailers. Hanson's Beverage Corporation claimed that the name Vermonster could confuse consumers and would dilute its trademark. Rock Art Brewery's owner, Matt Nadeau, said that he had been told by trademark attorneys that the law was probably on his side. Nadeau said that proving it through litigation could bankrupt him. The dispute received national attention. Nadeau credited social media and a grassroots movement which pressured Hanson's Beverage Company. The dispute was settled in October of 2009. The dispute was originally described as a copyright dispute, but it was actually a trademark dispute. The two sides reached a settlement that allows Rock Art to continue to market the brew, an American barley wine, anywhere in the country. In return, Rock Art agreed not to sell energy drinks, which it never intended to do, said Douglas Riley, the Rock Art lawyer. Now, for those of you who know me pretty well, I'm not a big craft beer guy, but I am an ice cream fan. So this one here kind of caught me by attention, so it kind of got me perked up a little bit. The Vermonster is also a Ben and Jerry's giant hot fudge sundae that consists, now listen to this, this hot fudge sundae consists of 20 scoops of ice cream, which is roughly 4.5 pounds, 3 cookies, 4 bananas, 1 brownie, 4 ladles of hot fudge. I love hot fudge. 10 scoops of peanuts, 3 scoops of sprinkles, 3 scoops of M&Ms, and a whole lot of whip. It runs, from what I found, it runs $38 for that. I would pay it just to see it. That sounds amazing to me. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. The Coca-Cola Company bought a 16.7% stake for $2.15 billion in Monster Energy Corporation in 2015, and that peaked at 19.3% due to share buybacks conducted by the Monster Beverage Corporation in 2018. In 2022, the company acquired Canarchy Craft Brewery Collective for $330 million. Now, this podcast is about energy drinks, but they do make some beers that you might be familiar with, such as Dell's Pale Ale, Juicy IPA, and a few others. And they have breweries all over the country, from California to Texas to North Carolina. And we live in North Carolina. The main reason I'm elaborating here was that they are responsible for the Beast lineup. Now, we're going to go into all the different monsters later, but this one kind of separated because it's a unique line. The Beast. These are flavor malted beverage containing 6 ounces of alcohol. So in these 16-ounce cans, you get flavors such as mean green, white haze, peach perfect, and scary berries. Each 16-ounce serving contains only 130 calories, 0 sugars, and 3 to 4 grams of carbohydrates. So Canarchy is responsible for the Beast line. And I've had those before, and they are quite tasty. In February of 2022, it is reported that Monster and Constellation Brands were considering a merger that would have combined market capitalization above $90 billion. In 2023, of June of 2023, Monster reached an agreement to acquire Vital Pharmaceuticals, the owner of Bang Energy. Now, you look at advertising, like we got to figure out, like anything that you buy, there's an advertisement attached to it. That's what I went to college for. So advertising, I really pay a lot of attention to. Monster Energy is advertised mainly through sponsorships of sporting events. Those include like motocross, BMX, mountain biking, snowboarding, skateboarding, car racing, speedways, and through sponsorships of esport events. In 2006, they announced a distribution agreement with Anheuser-Busch in the United States and Grupo Jumex in Mexico. I please hope I got that right. I had the Siri tell me how to say that a few times. But Monster became the title sponsor of NASCAR's Top Series starting in 2017 and remained that way as the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series through 2019. Although Monster offered to extend their sponsorship, NASCAR said, nah, we're going to go in a different way, in a totally new sponsorship model. In 2012 to 2012, Colton Lyle Corporation announced that they were switching distributors from Anheuser-Busch to Coca-Cola. In 2012, Monster Truck sponsored by Monster Energy debuted in El Paso, Texas with Damon Bradshaw driving. A second truck was introduced in Las Vegas at the Monster Jam World Finals in 2015 and is driven by Cody Saucier. if you want to be fancy, and Steven Sims. Now, just like every great brand, we talk about the logo. We're talking about McDonald's M. You talk about the bow tie on Chevrolet. Um, you just, there's just when you see a logo, it connects you to that brand without even thinking. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about now. So this design was created by McLean Design. They're a California-based strategic branding firm. The logo composed of a vibrant green M and composed of three lines on a field of black. The M is stylized in such a way as to imply that it is formed by the claws of a monster ripping through the can. So, as we all know, the original monster was the black can with the green logo on it. You've all seen it, you all know it. Monster logo is synonymous with energy drinks. You see it, it's the most brand aware logo in the energy drink market. It really is a great job with the logo. Now, this reminded me of something. Um, there's this lady named Christine Wyke. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. It doesn't matter because she's not important. But she asserted in a now viral video that the logo of Monster Energy, the drinks, depicts the number of the beast. In 2014, a video of Wyke speculating a relation between Monster Energy and Satan was published on YouTube, garnering over 13 million views as of 2020. The success, in air quotes, of the video got her onto Comedy Central's Tosh.0 web redemption. I remember watching that, and I honestly was thinking, this woman is off her rocker. Did she do this just to gain attention? It stuck in my mind. And when I started doing this, that was one of the very first things that popped there into it. And this wasn't the first time that she had made this claim. She speculated the same thing on a podcast several years earlier. And of course, Monster Energy denied the complaints reflected their product. Of course, it's not the sign of the beast. It's just like, come on, lady. That's kind of what I thought. Just come on. Now, we're going to talk about varieties. So Monster offers a ton of varieties for the multiple taste profiles. And they're broken down simply into different kind of categories. So they've got a Monster for every flavor, every taste, everybody's desire. So the very first one we're going to talk about is just Monster. It's just that OG line. So it's got that green label on it. It's the black can. And they have uh, 8 other options that follow this. There's a reserve, there's a low carb, there's nitro, there's a salt, there's actually a zero sugar flavor, which I tried of the original. So it's really the least glamorous, I guess. I don't really know. It's the most, it just is, of all the options, it's the one that appeals to me least. It's still good stuff. I still like them. But when I went on my cruise, and the only thing I could drink as far as energy drinks were the original Monsters, it was tough. I had to struggle for a week in the Bahamas, beautiful weather, by only being able to drink regular Monster. I know, tough life. I got it. I understand. So, well, they say first world problems. Then the next is the coffee line. This is the one Monster, I will be 100% honest with the listeners, I have never had one. I do not like coffee. The only thing that I like coffee flavored is tiramisu. The only thing I want that has any kind of, I don't like coffee, ice cream, any of that. But I am going to try one. I've told myself we're going to get one and try it. I don't like hot drinks, but these are cold, so that's a bonus for me. So the coffee, which offers 9 options, they have the Java Monsters, which is an Irish cream and a salted caramel. They have a killer brew, remember that here in a second, which is the Mean Bean and the Loco Mocha. The Java Monster 300, remember that one here too. French vanilla and mocha. Those have the 300 milligrams of caffeine, and on the cans it says triple shots. It's like getting a triple shot like an espresso, from what I'm getting. Um, and to me, when you talk about the Java Monster 300, it sounds like a sci-fi character, like in Terminator 2 or maybe even in The Matrix. And then the killer brew's coming to save them. Anyway, it's off topic. But listen, caffeine addicts, worry not. Java Monsters 300s are being discontinued in name only. The 2 existing Java Monster 300 flavors are being replaced by a new, very similar line called Killer Brew. So you're going to go from 2 Killer Brews to 4, and you're going to eliminate the 2 Monster 300s, the Java Monster 300s. So you're not losing them, you're just getting a renaming of them. The next one is the juice line. And they offer you 7 options, and those include stuff like the Aussie Lemonade, which we are losing this year, a Chaotic, which is like a tropical orange, which is really up my alley because I love anything orange flavored, Pacific Punch, and the one that's replacing the Aussie Lemonade, the Viking Berry. And those are just a couple of those. Now, I know that everybody listening, well, most everybody listening is, had tied one on sometime in their life and they've woke up hungover the next day. Maybe you haven't, but I have. So next we have Rehab, which when I go to the music festivals and you see people drinking, you see a lot of the rehabs that people are drinking. And the reason why is their electrolyte filled, their electrolyte filled, non-carbonated tea energy drinks. It's for hangovers. I mean, that's what it's made for. The line offers you 5 flavors, and they're marketed right there. It says it on the can. It talks about refresh, recover, and revive. The flavors here are peach tea, tea and lemonade, wild berry tea, green tea, and strawberry lemonade. Which one of those is not like the others? Oh, that's right, strawberry lemonade. They're losing this flavor this year. It's not tea. So they're going to eliminate it. So I don't know what the plans are for it, but they are going to be eliminating it because this is a non-carbonated tea energy drink. It like at the music festivals, like I said, when I've gone, you see a lot of people drinking these just because of the carbonation, the non-carbonated. The teas they are really easy to drink. So that's that's really why they're moving that way, and that's why the Rehab is such a popular one. Then we have, these are my favorite options. Now we're going to break these down a little bit more. These are the most extensive line as far as options go. Yes, we are talking about Ultra. The line of Monster offers the most choices and varieties of flavors. This line has nailed the zero sugar energy market. This is the leader in the zero sugar energy drinks, period. If you want a zero sugar energy drink, the number one in the market is the Ultra line. So I'm going to break these down and we're going to rank them. And this is a very scientific and has been researched for years methodology. And I'll tell you how we came across that once we go through the list. So we're going to rank them from 16 to 1. So just sit back and enjoy. This will take us a couple minutes. So when we look at it, we're looking at these 16 flavors and how do they rank and kind of what are they? So we're going to start at number 16, which is the Ultra Black. It's the black can, and it's a black cherry flavor. It's discontinued in stores. Like you can't go to a store and get this one, but you can on Amazon and Walmart. Those places like that still have it online. It was never one of my favorites when it was out there. It was just there. I didn't really have a great feeling one way or another about it. Then at number 15 is the Ultra Red. It's just that traditional red can. It's a mixed berry flavored, and it's scheduled to be discontinued this year. I know that the Blue Hawaiian, one of the newer flavors, is going to be replacing it, and we'll come to that here in a little bit. But then you have the Ultra Blue. Now, what's cool about this is just the blue can. It is citrus and berry. This was the first flavor of Ultra that they created. It came around in March of 2013. So this was their very first foray. They dipped their toes in the water of this energy drink, zero sugar market. This was the very first one, is the blue can. And you can still get it. It's very popular, but it comes in at 14 for me. Then you have 13, which is the Ultraviolet. I think that's just a cool name, Ultraviolet. But anyway, it's the purple can. It's just a great. It's if you like grape soda, which I do. If you like grape soda, this one you'll like. It really is. It's a good one. But it is 13 because I'd much rather have others than this, but if it's what I've got to choose in the cooler, that's what I'm getting. Um, Next is number 12, the Ultra Vice Guava. It's a teal and a pink can, and it's guava flavored, which has got a strong, sweet, and musky aroma to it. Um, the flesh of the guava, when you bite into one, is kind of sweet and juicy. It's native to America, so it's kind of a cool, it's kind of a good fruit, but it's got that teal and pink can. It's number 12. Um, then the Ultra Rosa, which at the number 11, the Ultra Rosa is the pink can. It's just a bright, sweet. It doesn't really to me have like a great flavor profile to it. Um, it's scheduled to be discontinued this year as well. So, there's a couple that we're losing this year and a couple we've already lost. Now, we're at our top 10. This next one is the Ultra Watermelon. It's the red can. It's watermelon. You get watermelon Jolly Ranchers, you get watermelon flavored energy drinks, you get watermelon flavored watermelon. This one to me seems like a seasonal flavor. I've got one in my refrigerator. I'll drink it when it's getting 70 degrees outside, which it is this week here in North Carolina. Very, very easy to drink. Like if it's 95 degrees outside and I need me a good energy drink, this is a go-to. Watermelon is not one of my all-time favorites. And when I was a kid, my parents used to have us eat watermelon 4 to 5 times a week. My mom, when she was still with us, she loved watermelon. That was her favorite fruit. I think it might be her favorite food of all time. But so when I drink that one, it's really when the weather's beautiful outside, and it's just that kind of get me ready for the summertime, the warm weather. I hate winter. But next, I got it at number 9, and the reason it's number 9, it is a discontinued flavor. It's the Ultra Gold. It's that gold can. And the reason why, it's pineapple. I absolutely love pineapple. Pineapple is my favorite fruit. I can eat pineapple raw. I can eat pineapple almost any way that you prepare it, except pineapple. This is going to be controversial. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza. It just does not. Stop. Gordon Ramsay agrees with me. I mean, me and him have great taste. It just doesn't. It does belong in an energy drink, though, and it's been discontinued. You can find them at online sites like Rural King and Walmart. But what's funny is when I was researching it, somebody's selling a can of it on eBay. One can, $12.79 for a can. So it's kind of in demand. Maybe it'll come back later. I don't really know, but I like this one. Pineapple always is going to rank in my top 10 of anything because I love pineapples. Now, number 8 is the newest flavor, Ultra Blue Hawaiian. It's a sky blue can that's got tiki torches and hula girls. And anytime I think of Blue Hawaii, I think of Elvis's movie. I'm old. I think of that. Hawaiian shirts, just being out, sitting on the beach. The Blue Hawaiian. It's got a really tropical blend of Polynesian flavors. It's the newest flavor, and it's number 8 because I can't rank it one way or another, up or down. It's definitely not the worst flavor, and it's not the best. It's in the middle until we do a little bit more research. I will tell you that my good friend named Kale, he said this is his favorite flavor out right now. He loves it because I showed him the can. He's like, "Where did you get that?" It took him about 2 weeks to find one, and he got it. Said, "Man, this is amazing. We're even going to do a TikTok video and making a mixed drink out of it." So that's coming soon too. But he loves this one. I had it earlier today. It is a great flavor, easy to drink. Can's cool, so it's really a good option. They did good with this one. Um, Next is the Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. It's the red, pink, and blue can. It's pamplemousse. And for all you French speaking folks, you know that that means grapefruit. I love grapefruit soda. I really do. This one is a really good flavor. It's unique as far as having that grapefruit flavor to it. It really is. Um, at number 6, we have the Ultra Strawberry Dreams, which is the light pink can. It's just like straightforward. It's like a tart strawberry flavor to it. It's very strawberry. You know, when you drink it, you open that can and you crack it and get that sound of joy that you get with it. It is just a I don't know. It's just strawberry. You can really smell that flavor. Next in the top five, we're going to round out the top five here, is the Ultra Paradise. It's the green can. It's the kiwi lime with a hint of cucumber. Um, it's another one of those seasonal drinks for me. I'll drink it all year round, but I really like it when it starts to get warm outside. I just I drank it the first time a couple years ago and was not addicted. Maybe I was. I was hooked for months that I would drink at least two or three of these a week because I just love the uniqueness of it. It's such a good flavor. Number four, and the top four was really tough, and I based these off of what I buy the most of and what I drink the most of. Number four is the Ultra Fiesta. It's the teal can. It's mango. I love mango, like mango salsa with my salmon. Just mango, just itself as a fruit is just really good. It's a teal can. It's got a really great flavor to it. When you taste it and you drink it, it wakes your taste buds up. You know it's mango. You know what it is. Number three, the Ultra Peachy Keen. It's the peach can. It's peach flavored. I mean, there's nothing more southern than eating a nice peach on a hot day. Peach milkshakes are amazing. Just peach cobbler. Oh my God, peach cobbler. But peach is a really, really great fruit. And this Ultra Peachy Keen is going to be in my top three. Now, number two is Ultra Zero. It's the white can. When you tell somebody to go get you a Monster and you don't know what flavor you want, you'll say, just give me a white can. It's a citrus flavor. It's the white Monster. It came out in the third quarter of 2013 for them, so it was the second one behind the blue. And it's been a dominant flavor for them. It's been one of their bigger sellers. It's such an easy one to drink. It doesn't matter how how you get it. It's just great. The white Monster. Now we're gonna get to the number one. This is absolutely the best energy drink on the market. Period. Nothing is higher than this. No other brand. Nothing is better than this. This is the absolute number one ranked flavor. I'll go through the top 10 for you again, and then I'm going to reveal this one. You got 10 at Ultra Watermelon, 9 is Ultra Gold, 8 is Ultra Blue Hawaiian, 7 is Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red, 6 is Ultra Strawberry Dreams, 5 is Ultra Paradise, 4 is Ultra Fiesta, 3 is Ultra Peachy Keen, 2 is Ultra Zero, and the number one is Ultra Sunrise, the orange can. Yes, that is the greatest Monster flavor of all time. Um, it's citrus and orange. Um, and this has been around. I've been drinking this one longer than any of the other flavors. I remember back years ago, probably we're 11, 12 years ago when I was working in the restaurant business, my beer distributor came in and said, "Yeah, Coke's going to be stopped. They're going to stop doing the Ultra Sunrise." I mean, I would go to Sam's Club and buy a case and keep it in the cooler at work just so I would have one. He goes, "Yep, they're going to get rid of that. We've got something called Spider, which is an orange drink, zero sugar." I said, "Well, bring it in. Let's see what we think." It was whatever. But the Ultra Sunrise to me is the drink that is above all of the others. I will go to a store, and if they don't have it, I'll get in my car and drive to another store till I find it. I will buy 2 to 3 at a time just to make sure I can stock up my refrigerator. Yes, I can buy a case on at Amazon. I can do all that stuff, but it is the one drink that I will go to and I will hunt down, and I will not buy an energy drink if I can't get this one at times. It is the best. That orange flavor is amazing. It is what I have every morning to start my day off. It is the absolute best of all flavors. So that's our top 16 ranked. Um, Let me know what you think if I'm off base or whatever. You all have the right to be wrong. I'm just kidding. Um, like the name of the podcast, who cares what Chris thinks, right? You do because you're listening. But tell me what your thought is with those. So let's wrap up. So we're just gonna go here and just close everything up. And we found out that Monster through this has a taste for every flavor. I mean, every flavor they've got a taste for it. So, um, Whether you like zero sugar or juice or tea or that original line of Monsters, or you just need to rehab, Monsters truly set themselves apart from the others with their marketing and all the way to their flavor profiles. So let me ask a question here. I was just thinking about this. When you eat out at a restaurant, do you eat out there because of its marketing or because of its food? Just think about that for a minute. Yes, you may go there the first time because you were attracted to the brand through an advertising or through marketing, right? They got you in the door. But what Monster has done, yeah, they partner with sports and entertainment and music, and they got the sex appeal of the Monster girls, um, and they've done that to attract a wide range of customers. But once you try their product, do you keep going back? Did the product stand up enough that you will go back and buy another one? Marketing gets you in the door, taste and flavor gets into your wallet. So when you look at it, you know, when it comes to anything, whether it's food or drink or anything, you're always going to get something of quality. Monster does not skimp. It is the quality that sets them apart from everybody. And that's the beauty of variety. It attracts all walks of life. Um, I don't necessarily rank them on a scale of 1 to 5, because I'm not a movie critic or a food critic. Even though in my last podcast series I would rank cereals, but I'm not doing that on this one. But I'm gonna continue to buy their products. So on a scale of loyalty, they're a 5 out of 5 for me. Um, Ben Franklin, I know it's been I said this before, but it's been debunked that he never said this. That beer is proof that I think he said beer is proof that God loves us, um, and wants us to be happy. Um, Energy drinks to me are proof that somebody wants me to be happy, and they do a good job, and I appreciate them for that. So I just want you to always remember this: life is too short to drink anything but the best. So cheers to good vibes, great friends, and even better drinks. Until next time, sip wisely and stay inspired.